It started like any other interview, lights, cameras, and the calm hum of a BBC studio. But what happened next would leave viewers across Britain stunned. Dyer, known for his blunt honesty and working-class grit, sat across from Keir Starmer and Reeves, and within minutes, the tone shifted from polite politics to pure, unfiltered truth. What began as a discussion about a new direction for Britain quickly turned into one of the most savage political moments of the year. Dyer leaned in, eyes sharp, and said what millions at home had been thinking. You keep talking about fairness, mate, but where's the fairness for the people who can't even pay their leche bills? The room froze. Reeves blinked, Starmer tightened his jaw. Suddenly, the well-rehearsed answers didn't fit the moment. The politician's smiles faded, replaced by the unmistakable look of being caught off guard. For once, the script wasn't theirs to control. The interview spiraled into something raw and unpredictable. Dyer didn't come with notes or spin, just the frustration of a nation. He called out the gap between Parliament's promises and the people's pain. You've got folks out there working 2 jobs just to stay skint. And you're telling us things are looking up? Nah, mate, not from where we're standing. The audience in the studio murmured. You could feel it, this wasn't celebrity banter. It was an ambush of truth. Starmer tried to steady himself, offering the usual line about long-term economic stability, but Dyer cut in. Stability? You mean stagnation. You lot talk about growth like it's a miracle, but it never reaches the people at the bottom, does it? Even Reeves, known for her composure, struggled to respond. For the first time, it wasn't politicians setting the narrative, it was a man who refused to play by their rules. What made the moment so electric wasn't just what Dyer said, it was what he represented. A voice from the estates, the pubs, the factory floors. A voice too real for rehearsed politics. And as Starmer tried to steer the conversation back to his plan for progress, Dyer doubled down. You can't fix Britain from a spreadsheet, mate. You gotta fix it from the heart. It was brutal honesty, the kind that made the audience cheer and the politicians wince. Then came the twist, Dyer turned the spotlight on the media itself. You all protect each other. Politicians, journos, lobbyists, all playing the same game. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just trying to survive it. Reeves tried to interject, saying, that's not fair, but Dyer cut her off again. Fair? Don't talk to me about fair, love. Fair's when kids don't have to eat from food banks in the 6th richest country on earth. Silence. You could hear it echo. The clip went viral within minutes. Social media lit up, hashtags, debates, clips looping endlessly. Some called Dyer a hero, others a hothead. But everyone agreed on one thing, he'd said what needed to be said. The establishment was rattled. And for once, the polished image of Labour's leadership cracked, not from scandal, but from a simple question they couldn't answer: who are you really doing this for? Behind the scenes, reports said the Labour team was furious. Advisors called it a media disaster. Yet, deep down, they knew, this wasn't about Dyer. It was about the widening gap between the powerful and the powerless, the rehearsed and the real. Dyer had become the spark in a storm that had been brewing for years. As the days passed, commentators tried to spin it, some saying Dyer was grandstanding, others claiming it was staged. But the public didn't buy it. The look on Starmer's face, the silence from Reeves, the tension in the room, none of that could be faked. It was a rare, unscripted truth moment in British politics, and people couldn't stop watching. And now, a question hangs in the air, one that neither Starmer nor Reeves has dared to answer since: if it takes a man like Dyer to speak the truth, what does that say about the people who are supposed to lead us? Because when the dust settled and the cameras switched off, one thing became clear: sometimes, the real opposition doesn't come from across the aisle, it comes from the streets. And maybe, just maybe, Britain's most honest political moment didn't come from a politician at all.